All right. My name is Craig Idlebrook, and I am editor for Insulin Nation and Type 2 Nation. They're a pair of digital diabetes news and views sites that sort of just both share like news about diabetes and also just like sort of opinions, first-person experiences about living with diabetes or even researching about diabetes. And yeah. Right. Well, that's a good question. So actually, the ADA is taking place in Insulin Nation's sort of backyard. We're up in Woburn, Massachusetts, and the ADA is in Boston. So it's sort of like we had to be there. But actually, we've been meaning to sort of come out and sort of meet the community that we've been sort of connecting with for a while. So I think that's the biggest thing. It's like, you can definitely get information just remotely, but you can't actually get sort of the feel of the stories or the people behind the stories unless you go and meet them, shake their hands, and have people talking about their how their blood sugar is doing today and what their hopes are, and even hearing the conflicts. I've already heard like some people being conflicted about a topic, and I love that. I love being in the mix of things. So I think it'll make me a better writer, and I think it helps us stay connected to the community we're trying to serve. Yeah, it's like I definitely like it's it's one of those closeted secrets that I don't actually have diabetes, and so therefore I can't possibly presume to know what the one solution is for people who are living with type 1 or type 2 diabetes. It's all about what works for them, and our job is just to provide information and share. But a big, huge part of that is to listen to the community and learn from the community. And it's almost to sort of help people tap into themselves as experts about their own diabetes care. I think everyone's has this huge well of information, and so our job is to help people share it with each other. So a lot like your community, it's in a lot of ways it's a bit like your community sort of over in the United States. So.
That.
Yes, definitely. We've reached out and we have featured some articles from diabetes bloggers, and we're really excited about that. I think it just adds a nice flavor. In general, it's like we don't want to be just a United States-based publication. We have a Spanish we have a Spanish section of some of our most popular articles in Spanish to connect with Spanish speakers here in the United States, of course, and also abroad. And also, we would love to have more of a partnership with the UK, just because it's just one big party we want to have, and the more the merrier. The more voices, the better. Oh, sure, no, absolutely. I mean, I think definitely we could share articles. We could share ideas. We can sort of host each other and get the word out to each other's crowd. I think that's always the case. And I think it's all about breaking down what we say breaking down silos. I'm not sure if it's the same there, where it's just the idea of like everyone's in their own box. And everyone thinks they know what they're doing, and all the doctors say, this is the one way to manage things. And we find that people are healthier when you break out of those silos and share information. So if there's preconceived notions about diabetes in the U.S., maybe it'll help us to cross-pollinate with the diabetes community in the UK, and vice versa. It's just one big mess we want to make. So. Well, I'm always excited about artificial pancreas data that's coming out, although I'm also just excited about hearing, again, it's just about meeting people. It's like, I love hearing from experts, but I also it's a lot more about like meeting people like you, who I can just learn from. Like I learn a lot more from just the average Joe who happens to have a pancreas that's not doing what it's supposed to do, than I do from a doctor who's going to lecture me. So I think both are great, but that's my most exciting part.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Craig.
You're welcome.